Hello everyone, I'm Satvik from Section C. The topic today I would like to talk about is female employment. We know that female employment is an important economic problem that India faces and has an intrinsic relationship with female empowerment. And as we know, female labor force participation is the driver of the growth. The participation of women in labor forces varies considerably across the developing countries and emerging economies. In the Middle East, North Africa, and South Asia, less than one third of women of working age participate while the proportion reaches around two-thirds in the East Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa. This variation is driven by a wide variety of economic, social, and cultural factors, increasing educational attainment, falling fertility rates, and other social norms also affect this rate. Besides labor market, gender gaps are more pronounced in developing countries, and this disparity is highest among South Asian countries. And the most notable is that the falling engagement of women in Indian labor force, which is despite of the strong economic growth that India has been seeing. Longer term trends suggest that female labor force participation rates in India have been puzzling. Female participation rates declined from 34% in 1999 to 27% in 2011-12. And the commendable fact is that the women empowerment over the years has taken the female employment at a rising steps. The latest periodic labor force survey for 21 and 22 highlights that female labor force participation, that is FLFPR rate for prime working age, has increased considerably, and it has stood at 32.8%. This is a commendable increase, but it's still way below the global average of 47%. And the major key factors that contribute to this rate are rising educational enrollment of young women, lack of employment opportunities, lack of employment opportunities. Over the decade or so, India has made considerable progress in increasing access to education for girls. As a result, there are more women in the working age group, and the fact that India hasn't been able to provide the jobs at a growing rate in which the women are entering into the market. It hasn't been able to really absorb women, especially for those in the rural areas. Women's labor force participation and access to decent work are important and necessary elements for sustainable development process of a country. But still, women continue to face many barriers to enter labor market and to access decent work. Just beyond just the standard labor force participation rate, policymakers should also be more concerned about whether women are able to access better jobs, or maybe are they able to access the resources to start up a new business and take advantage of new labor market opportunities as the country is growing. Ultimately, the goal is not just to increase female labor force participation, but also to provide opportunities to decent work that will in turn contribute to the economic empowerment of women. And in this coming elections also, this would be the main talking point. It all boils down to how the current government would be able to defend itself, because over the years the unemployment rates have been increasing, and the labor force participation for women just now has seen a rise, but it's been mostly sedate. So yeah, that's it from me. Thank you.